So here is the newly launched Docker MCP Toolkit's second video. In this video, we're going to explore the secrets behind the communication. Remember, these are all out of practical experimentation. You will not find the contents of this video anywhere. So please watch till the end and give your valuable thoughts. Hi, welcome to Techie Talks AI. I'm Sri from Schogini. On this channel, we showcase hands-on demos and insights into AI automation and no-code tools. We have created several make.com modules to simplify no-code automation for you. Subscribe and join us on this journey into the future of technology. A quick recap of what we have seen till now. So in the first video, we saw how we can enable any third-party MCP server which are approved by Docker as a part of the Docker MCP catalog. And Docker has a new MCP menu. Remember, this is Docker 4.42. You ensure that you need to upgrade your Docker installation, desktop installation. And here we have a catalog of hundreds of MCP servers from third party. Now, I have enabled a couple of them here for demonstration purpose. Okay, so these are all third-party MCP servers which you can enable according to your need. And once that is done, this Docker desktop exposes a new MCP server. And through that MCP server, Claude will get access to all these third-party MCP servers as tools. So that is the beauty of it. So you don't need to install the individual third-party MCP servers into Claude desktop or any of your client applications like Cursor, etc. You just need to manage within Docker, and those approved MCP servers will become tools as a part of the Docker MCP server. So that makes it even more simpler to integrate MCP servers to your clients. Now what we're going to do is we're going to explore what is happening, the communication between the client and this Docker MCP server. Because this MCP server runs within the Docker ecosystem. What we're going to see is we're going to expose the communication that happens between the clients. For this, what I've done is we will not work with Claude desktop. We will work with command line terminal. Just command line. We will see if we can see the list of enabled tools. We will also see if we can invoke an enabled tool just by passing command line instructions. So that is what we are going to see. First thing, Docker MCP Toolkit gives a new command. This is there in the latest Docker version. Okay. So let me put the version number here. So this is there in Docker 4.42 version desktop. Okay. This command is what is allowing this MCP server to receive instructions to run any of these tools. So what we will do is, first thing that what we need to do is to pass a JSON RPC like this to list the tools. Okay, so that is what I'm going to show here. Let me clear the screen. So here I am executing Docker MCP gateway run. So this establishes a channel to the Docker MCP toolkit based Docker MCP server. Now we'll pass the tools list command like this. See here the response with the list of tools. If you want to see it in a formatted way, we can pass it as a single line and format it using JQ. Okay, so here it is giving us the tools that are enabled. See, run a curl command and the arguments expected. And then here we have the Docker tool where you can run any Docker container. And then we have the search tool that uses DuckDuckGo. Search DuckDuckGo. So here the tools, the parameters and the explanation on how the tool is expected to work is given. So coming back to this diagram, so once we pass this JSON to this MCP gateway, here we get the list of tools. Okay, now what we will do is we will execute a docker ps command. Okay, so on command line, if you run docker ps, there are no containers running. Okay, let's see if we can execute this via the command. I am executing this command here, JSON RPC method tools/call. That is the MCP protocol way to call a tool, and name of the tool is Docker, and arguments expected. Here we are saying PS, Docker PS. Okay, and JQ is the JSON formatter. Let's execute and see here response. So the docker ps command is getting executed where? It is, of course, it is getting executed within our Docker host, but the communication goes like this. So the docker ps command goes from here to this MCP server manager, to this MCP gateway run, and then it sends that command to this MCP server, which is a Docker CLI MCP server. Okay, and there we execute the docker ps command. Clear? So this video is to give you the clarity on the communication flow. Next, we will run a Docker container again through the client. This is the command. So here, tool call docker run hello world. Okay, see here, it ran hello world, and here is the output of the hello world Docker container. So here again, the command was sent to the MCP tool from here through the Docker MCP gateway, and it reached the Docker CLI MCP server and executed the Docker container run. So now this gives an incredible possibility of running any of your custom Docker images from your Claude desktop, which we saw in the last video. We saw you can ask your Claude desktop to run a Docker image. Clear? Let's quickly see that one. So here is the Claude desktop. Please list the Docker containers that are running. Now this is using the MCP gateway. It is asking permission to run the MCP Docker, arguments PS, and see here it is listing one Docker container. Can you run Docker image hello world? So arguments run hello world. So this is the command line that we pass through JSON RPC. Okay, so here is the Docker hello world output. So this output confirms that Docker is working correctly on your system. So this video is about exposing the communication that is happening between the newly introduced Docker MCP server, which is based on the Docker Toolkit. Give your valuable thoughts, and see you in the next video. We'll create a custom Docker image and add it here and see how that works. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Your support really helps. Have ideas or suggestions? Drop them in the comments. Let's build together. At Schogini, we offer expert NoCodeMake.com and Python AI automation consulting with ready-to-use modules to jumpstart your projects. Stay tuned and subscribe for more.